Right. So what's actually going to be on then? Have you got? Is there things for people to do or things for people to see?
Yep.
Or both? Or what is it?
I think it's important to say as well before you get onto that bit is the fact that it was the young people themselves asked for this event, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right.
They actually said, why can we not have an event on the park? Let's have a day on the park, and we can get organisations in to show us what they can provide.
Awesome.
And they actually asked for it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they've been instrumental in getting the funding.
Right. So is it going to be mainly these organisations doing tasters and showing what it is that they've got to offer?
There are a lot of organisations that have confirmed. Is it 14, 15 organisations?
About 15 or 16 now, yeah.
Separate organisations that target youth to do youth work with, so they're all going to come down and showcase themselves,
right.
which is obviously really good because they're directly on them with the youth. And then we've got Writer's Block, who are a paint shop from Halifax, like a graffiti shop.
Oh, right. Cool.
They're going to come down. They've offered their services for free for the day, and they're going to come down and put on a graffiti workshop for anyone who wants to take part, bring a load of paints down and a load of masks.
Wicked.
We've got a load of, the emphasis is obviously on the local youth, so we've got a load of local DJs coming down. They're all going to be playing a set. We've got 3 separate tents.
Brilliant.
We've got a stage in one tent. There's 5 or 6 local bands coming down. We've got another stage, another tent, haven't we, with a load of decks in, and we've got all the local DJs playing in there. And there's another tent that's going to be set up for some of the organisations to put demos in and whatnot. We've got some dancers, I think, possibly some break dancing, some food, the pavilion, the pavilion by the bowling green.
Oh, right.
The guy that owns that's hoping to have it open on the day of the event. So that's going to be a good little launch party for him as well. And a bit of a skate jam. Where the skaters come down.
Awesome. Because I know that the boxing people are going down as well, aren't they? And there's I suppose there must be a few. Are there a few other sort of ones like that?
We've got the boxing coming. We've got Hebden Bridge Junior Band. Now they're not actually coming to play, but what they're going to do is bring some instruments down and a handful of young people that can then talk about what they do and what they get out of it and why they.
Because they travel all over Europe and everything.
They do,
don't they?
They do. And who else have we got coming?
The youth action.
We've got Calderdale Youth Action Team, which is, I'm not sure how that's funded. It's obviously part of Calderdale, but that encourages young people to get involved in volunteering as a way of, helping their own community and furthering their own development.
I think they're heavily involved with Calderdale College, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, I think so.
So they're coming. People like the Woodcraft folk are coming down.
Right.
Possibly the Hebden Bridge Saints.
Oh, right. Yeah. Hebden Bridge Saints is a pretty big team, actually, isn't it?
Inflatable 5-a-side football.
Yeah, we've got some fun things going on as well.
Cool. So, what do you need any help with this at all? Is there any? Is there other things that people can do to actually help with the event?
Well, on the day we've got 3 marquees to put up, we've got all the music stuff to get organised, we've a graffiti wall to mend and paint out that morning.
Right.
So there's lots of practical things on the day.
What time do people need to be down there if they're going to help with that?
I'd say around 10 o'clock.
Around 10 o'clock.
And
what time's the event then?
1 till 7.
7.
1 till 7?
Yeah.
All right. So.
And we envisage it as a drifting in, drifting out sort of a...
It's all free. Totally free.
Right. It's totally free as well.
Yeah.
Right. And all the stuff that's being put on is free to try and to do and all the rest of it like that.
Yeah.
What the kids have done is applied to different organisations themselves for funding to put the event on.
Right.
And we've received the budget back now.
Right.
So the young ones themselves have been successful in getting that money for themselves.
And they know how much there is and how to spend it.
Yep. So everything's been subsidised, everything's free.
Brilliant.
All the paint, everything.
So what's the best way, beyond May the 22nd when this is over and done with and done and dusted, what's the best way for people to get involved in what you guys are doing? Whether that's the extension of the skate park or the working party, how do they go about that? First, you, John, first of all, with your skate.
We've got weekly meetings on a Thursday,
right.
7 o'clock at the Trades Club.
7 o'clock at the
That's
Trades
regards with extending the skate park and the event on May. And then we meet. Is it once a week? Working party once a month, something like that.
Once a month.
But all the information that I ever receive regarding stuff is always posted on Facebook group.
What about for people who are not members of Facebook? I know there are still some out there.
There'll be flyers. We'll put together some flyers as well for the event, and I think it'd be a good idea to put some sort of contact information on there for anyone who wants to get involved. Because I think, having been to the event and seeing the positive effects it's having, hopefully that's going to generate a lot of interest.
There's a press release going in the Hebden Bridge Times.
Right, okay, keep up with the Hebden Bridge Times.
Keep
And
up
presumably you'll
and
put
Hebden
it
Bridge
on the Heb web as well.
There's already a couple of posts gone on the Heb web over the last 2 or 3 months, I think.
HebdenBridgeSkatepark.org.
.org.uk.
We're going to be having some advertising on there, hopefully a newsletter on there as well, so there'll be information posted on there.
Cool. Alright, well thanks very much for coming in and chatting to us about that, and best of luck for May the 22nd.
Thank you very much. Just hope the sun shines.
It will shine, no problem at all.
It doesn't matter. It'll still be a good day, I reckon.